Hey there guys, Tijuana here. Up until a week ago, I held the Dead by Daylight speedrun record for fastest recorded killer in the game with a time of 2 minutes, 1 second, and 138 milliseconds. And this was a match that I played on the soon-to-be retired Hawkins lab map as nurse while cosplaying the nurse in a gas mask and a bloody lab coat, which is something that we do on my stream during Mori Monday. My speedrun time was recently beat by Super Alf with a time of 1 minute 59 seconds and 870 milliseconds. And Super Alf is another streamer, fantastic nurse player. However, there are a few comments that have come up that raise some interesting questions regarding the legitimacy of his speedrun and what the rules are for the speedrun submission. Speedrun.com stipulates the rules for submissions, and one of the rules specifically states, if a player is deemed to be AFK or trying to kill themselves, the run is invalid. And this, of course, raises the question of, well, what does it mean for a player to kill themselves? Well, I'm glad you asked, random internet viewer. In a post on September 8th in the Speedrun Discord channel, Speedrun verifier by the name of Housey16 stated that they defined trying to kill themselves as physically pointing to the hook and telling the killer to kill them, or running straight to the killer and getting downed with no resistance. So let's have a closer look at Super Alf's speedrun.
Well, that would be a speedrun game, but I think she technically just gave up.
As Super Alf downs the third survivor, the last survivor runs straight to the killer while suffering from the exposure status effect, making them a one-hit down, and teabags at the killer's feet. In Super Alf's own commentary, he states, well, that would be a speedrun game, but I think she technically just gave up.
Well, that would be a speedrun game, but I think she technically just gave up. Feels bad.
Then 2 days after Super Alf's speedrun was verified and accepted as #1 on speedrun, Super Alf reposted the speedrun video on YouTube, but instead of the commentary from the original VOD,
Well, that would be a speedrun game, but I think she technically just gave up.
he overdubbed it with this commentary.
And that was how long it took me to down 3 survivors and hook 1.
So this speedrun submission raises some interesting questions. Do you think the last survivor in this match forfeited themselves to the killer? Should matches like this be considered for speedruns per their rules? Should the survivor's behavior be considered when determining the legitimacy of a speedrun? Let me know in the comments, and as always, stay salty, my friends.